Good morning everybody and welcome to my YouTube video. If you like my videos, please smash that like button. Please do subscribe. Good morning. Monday morning and the sun is shining and it's boiling hot. It's really hot inside the flat, as it usually is. So it's 23 degrees inside here. 23 degrees. It's more hot in the building than it is outside, because it's saying it's 70 degrees and sunny, but it's 23 degrees inside the flat. It's absolutely sweltering hot. And you know what it's like when it's hot? You don't really want to do anything, do you? Not really. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1901, Pablo Picasso opened his first ever exhibition. Only 2 art critics visited the show, and neither of them liked it. Whoops.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:17 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday the 24th of June.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 19 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 25 degrees and a low of 13 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What's a ghost's favourite thing about a Sunday roast? The gravy.
The gravy. Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include Argentine Association football player Lionel Messi, American basketball player J.J. Redick, American actress Erin Moriarty, Mexican academic and politician Claudia Sheinbaum, and Austrian Association football player David Alaba.
Right, good morning everybody, and my mum has called early this morning. Early. So she must have called before 8 o'clock. So, she's not my agent, she's my mother. Trying to wake me up first thing in the morning, but I was awake already. Hold on, the call's failed. Let's try again.
Welcome to your EE voicemail. You have 3 new messages and 1 saved message. First new message. Received yesterday at 1:20 p.m.
Good afternoon, Janetta. This is your mother, Jennifer, from Hairline Library. Hope you're having a good day and having a good afternoon. Okay, Janetta, I'll give you a telephone call this evening, as I said earlier on. I'm giving you a phone call right now, a bit earlier, because thinking of you, I do know that you like to know that you are cared for and thought of. So, Janetta, as usual, the cheery afternoon, hoping you're having a good afternoon. Bye for now, thinking of you.
Your message will be saved for 7 days. Next new message. Received yesterday at 2:11 p.m.
Hello, Janetta.
Message deleted. Next new message. Received today at 7:59 a.m.
Good morning this Monday morning, Janetta. This is your mother, Jennifer, speaking from Hairline Road, giving you an early morning telephone call, letting you know that I'm thinking of you first. Okay, Janetta, bye for now, and I'll ring you again later on. Have a lovely day, and I hope to see you sometime in the week. Thinking of you first. Okay, Janetta, bye for now, and I'll ring you again later on. Have a lovely day.
Message deleted.
Right, first of all I want to say that the stupid flirt finder messages have obviously gone because I don't use it anymore. Secondly, we're not getting any silly messages at all. But my mother is speaking. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or whatever. She's speaking like the person in Flirt Finder and the messages used to speak like. Have a lovely day, they used to say. I really hope you have a nice day. And then they would go, I'm off out to the seaside. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then they would make me feel horrible. And it would used to be first thing in the morning or around lunchtime when all the deliveries come up the road. Now, I'm not going into the co-op this morning. I went in there yesterday. I haven't got loads of money, but I've got enough if I wanted a cold drink and a newspaper or something like that. But I'm not going in there this morning because I know what my mother's like. She likes to stir up trouble. I spoke to my mum last night and I had a terrible evening yesterday evening when I went out walking my dog. It was awful. Not on the field or coming off. It's always near the co-op, the railway station and where people congregate. You know, I remember I've had some terrible experiences of bullying all throughout my life, and I don't know why. And you know, they make it impossible for you to go to work. These bullies make it impossible for you to progress with your life. I was reading about a flight attendant, being bullied in her job because she was 15 stone. And you have to be a certain height and a certain weight to be a flight attendant. And these bullies have actually stopped her doing her job. Now when it gets to the point where bullies are stopping you doing your job and stopping you enjoying your life, don't you think something should be done about it? Instead of people just letting it happen. Workplaces, schools, a child, right? I mean, repeated attempts to ask for help from a school when a child is being bullied and the school not doing anything about it. And then that child goes on to hang themselves. To get to that point in your life where a child feels so bad about going to school and so scared about going to school that they kill themselves. This is nobody is dealing with bullies and harassment, you see. No one does anything about it. And people are dying. And the bullies couldn't care less, you know, some of them laughed afterwards. This poor child killed itself because it was being bullied. It's always teeth and glasses, isn't it? It was when I was at school. Teeth and glasses. And that poor child that committed suicide, again in America, that poor child that committed suicide, your teeth don't stay like that. You get your second teeth, you get your teeth straightened. Now, if my parents had looked after me properly, I would have had my teeth straightened. If I'd have had decent dentists, my teeth would have been straightened. Right? I've got through life. I've been bullied to fuck. I had trouble outside yesterday, but they can fuck off. Because now I know they're not fucking worth it. But when you're a kid, right, and you're afraid to go to school, and so was I was. This big black girl said she was going to beat me up unless I left the school quickly. I still went back to school the next day. I had a big black girl, she was twice the size of me, and she just didn't like me. because I was quiet and she was big-mouthed and loud. So she went to me, I want you better leave the school before I get out of the school. I'm going to beat you up. Big black girl. Didn't stop me going to school though. I'm tiny. I'm small. I'm not wide, and I get picked on, and I just, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. I get groups of people picking on me, adults, young people, all sorts. And when you just get up the next morning and you go outside, they get fucked off and they don't like it because they want to destroy your life. They want to upset you. They want to make you feel miserable. That's their whole existence. And it's sad and it's sorry. And why don't they get a job, get a life, and fucking do something else? Because they're damaged. They're damaged goods. They're mental. They're psychotic. They've got sad, sorry lives. And instead of being sympathetic with people like you and I, they have got to make you feel as small as them, which is very, very small and tiny, because nobody knows who the fuck they are. And what they don't realise, as in that tattle life thing, the more they take the piss out of me, the more they highlight my videos, the more they fuck it, that it's making people look at me. I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't like crowds of people. I don't like being stared at. I like being left alone. But the more they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to make people know who I am. And if that's what they want, that's what they want. But I mean, I used to sit in my flat at the weekend because his kids were being horrible. Oh man, stamping on the balcony. I couldn't sit on my balcony. They fucked off and do something else now because I take no notice of them. The whole point of bullies' existence is they want attention, and if you don't give it to them, they get bored and fuck off. And find something else to do with their sad, sorry life. I don't belong to anybody. I'm single. There's no man that rules me. My mother doesn't tell me what to do, although she'd like to. Doesn't tell me what to do. Getting these phone calls. And you know, I told you what she tried to make me feel horrible about myself and small, because they've got something to hide. They don't want something to come up. I mean, what happened to my sister? What really happened to my dad? I wasn't there. Was I? Because he died in my mum and dad's bedroom. Don't expect me to feel sorry for people that were quite happy to abuse me, and when the police came out they just laughed because the police didn't do anything. Don't expect me to feel sorry for people that didn't give a fuck about me, but now they're scared because my dad's dead, and then I'm the one that's left with the knowledge of what's gone on. Don't think that I'm afraid of you. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Yeah, if you call Yanukovych democratic after his first year of being in election, well, there you go. Yeah, I think we need to be careful on the wording that people use here. Expansion is by its very nature a threatening type word.
Chris, thanks for pointing us and reminding us of that. We are coming out hard on the news here on LBC, so we'll leave it there. More of your calls coming in. Also, we go overseas.
Marine Le Pen's national rally is topping opinion polls with a week to go before France chooses a new parliament. I'm Peter Allen, reporting for LBC in Paris.
Oh, vive la différence, eh? What does that mean the other side of the channel? It's 8:30, you're listening to Breakfast With me, Nick Ferrari on LBC. The news headlines are with Amelia Cox.
Rishi Sunak is facing increasing pressure to suspend Tories being investigated by the Gambling Commission. Friends and family will also be placed under investigation for betting on the timing of an election. Home Secretary James Cleverly and his Labour shadow counterpart Yvette Cooper will go head-to-head on LBC for an exclusive debate on immigration. They'll join Nick Ferrari at breakfast tomorrow from 7 a.m. And officials in the southern Russian Republic of Dagestan say at least 15 people, including police officers, have been killed by gunmen. Synagogues and Orthodox churches are among the targets. LBC weather, a warm day with sunshine for most, the odd shower in the far northwest, a high of 27 degrees.
This is LBC.
Hello, Sub fans. Subway knows what you want, and we're here to bring you the new lunchtime lineup. Standing a foot long and packed with our new rotisserie-style chicken, crispy bacon, American-style cheese, fresh salad and creamy garlic and herb sauce, is the new legend of lunchtime, the All-Star Chicken. And paired with our new crispy waffle fries, now that's what I call a legendary duo. Try the new All-Star menu and make it the foot-longest summer ever. Subway, eat fresh. Fresh and prepared for order.
So guys, bullying is not nice. Bullying is unacceptable. And what I was trying to say was this flight attendant, female, was a bit overweight. She was trying to lose weight, and the other staff were being nice to her to her face, but they had a WhatsApp group, and they were talking about this lady behind her back and making fun of her, right? And she found it impossible to go to work because of this bullying. So she reported it, right? It's not acceptable. We all come in different shapes and sizes, right? But this is what the internet has brought about. People used to come up to you and bully you. At school it was to your face. You're ugly, you're fat. Now it's done behind your back and you don't know who's doing it. And work colleagues can get WhatsApp groups and start talking about you through WhatsApp, right? We have to go to work. We have to go to school. As a child, you are forced to go to school. There's no two ways about it. And you are thrust into a group of, like I was, 32 people. And when you've got a class of 32 people, taking the piss and making it impossible for you to actually sit in the classroom, and you've got teachers, right, that just, some of them join in with it, some of them couldn't care less, some of them haven't had the training to deal with bullying, and then a kid goes home and kills themselves. I know how that child was feeling. I know. But I never killed myself. Someone told me, you're so ugly, why don't you fucking die? And I looked in the mirror, I wasn't ugly. Big black girl with a big nose and a fat face saying I was ugly. They can be big, they can be nasty, and they can be violent. And when you've got teachers, right, scared of some pupils, and that's what it is as well, what do you do? It wasn't just black girls that bullied me, it was white girls that joined in with the black girls. I had all sorts bullying me. And I had to go to school. You're forced to go to school. And I said to my dad, I said to my father, I want to go to a small school. And I could have got into a school with my best friend at primary school. But oh no, you've got to go to this school. It's a lovely school. He chose it. My father chose it. Surprise, surprise. I was a child with special needs and I needed help and support. And my dad ruined my childhood, ruined it, and the police allowed him to do it. As you know, I don't like the police, and I never will like the police. Right up until this year, the police have done nothing for me. If they'd have fucking dealt with my father a long time before,